Hi Aquarius, this is Meenakshi of Meenakshi Tarot. This is going to be a reading for you from the beginning of Sagittarius season to mid-Sagittarius season. And this is going to be a love reading for you and your person. So Aquarius, this is just going to be a general reading, so take what resonates with you and leave what does not. And remember, if any part of this reading is not resonating, then maybe the reading's not meant for you, so don't try and force it to fit. So let's just see what love energy messages are flowing towards us here. And remember, we are all energy beings. Okay, Leo energy popped out. You could have a Leo person in your space, or somebody from the past, somebody where there was a passionate attachment, a passionate relationship from the past, somebody from the past coming towards you, somebody from the past that you are looking at. And there is a love situation that they are moving towards. So we are seeing that maybe they're wanting to make a love offer. Somebody from the past, somebody who's known you, or somebody that you definitely, but you've got a lot of anxiety about the situation. I see Chariot, Cancer energy coming through here as well. Knight of Swords energy. You've got a lot of anxiety, stress. You could be having dreams about the situation, sleepless nights about the situation. But this person is definitely wanting to come towards you, and they need to make some decisions. They need to make some choices when it comes to you. This person could be thinking about what it is that they need to do. I see that you could have either a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person in your space. You could also have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in your space. And you could also have Libra, Aquarius, Gemini in your space. So definitely the situation coming through to you. Definitely there's been some situations. You could also have Cancer in your chart. You could have Leo in your chart as well. So now you're looking at this love situation, but for some reason, your person's looking towards the future. You are looking towards the past. Your person wants to move towards the future, and they're looking at making a choice between you, maybe you and someone else. And there's something from the past. You could have made a trip. You could have traveled, purchased a car, gone on holiday, planned a holiday, or are planning, but there's a lot of anxiety and stress in your situation. So we see that for you, Aquarius: stress, anxiety, needing to move, you need to make a trip. And here's your energy, the star. So you could have a fellow Aquarius person in your space as well, somebody with Aquarius energy. High Priestess. Something very mystical about the situation. Oh my word, and you got the Lovers. Oh, this is such a romantic, sensual card. This is the Lovers. Gemini energy. You could also have a Gemini person in your love situation. But definitely you moving forward with this love situation. This is like a wish fulfillment for some of you. This is somebody that you've been waiting for. This is a situation that you've been wanting. This person coming towards you. You have been caught up in your head, and you have been stressed out about it, and you need to maybe realize that you need to move towards this person. And even while you are not really looking at them and they are looking towards the future, and you both know that you need to move together. You need to come together in your situation. So we see this energy coming through, that you needing to make some choices. You could very well be caught up in yourself. Oh, look at that strength. Leo energy again. Leo energy and Leo energy. So some of you definitely could have a Leo person. Okay. They are in a very happy family situation. They could also have children. They could be children, or just, there's a lot of happiness, and they're in a very prosperous place and feeling very prosperous in their situations right now. And you needing to really face this. This is like a cyclic situation. Some of you are in a cyclic situation where there's something that you need to learn from this, what's going on here. You've got Temperance, Sagittarius energy as well. So you are definitely stuck in the past, Aquarius. You're very stuck in the past with what has happened. You're very burdened about the past. But you need to realize that you need to bring balance into yourself. This person could be seeing you as this happy family situation and having this happy family with you. You need to bring the balance. They want to have the grounding. They want to have the comfort, the peace. And you want to also have that generational happiness and that prosperity as well. they want to be able to hold on to things and then hold on to their peace and their security. But you got to also remember that they could also be, grasping and holding on to things too tight, not wanting to let go. So there's that situation, and there's you guys, need to think about this. There's definitely some young energy here. There's Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy here. Moving towards taking some steps, making some decisions. You guys need to make some decisions. And you need to realize that, you need to maybe be a bit more generous with yourself and give of yourself. And there's this financial abundance that you are having, Aquarius. This is financial flow. It's a generational flow. There's inheritance of some kind, where that some of you are dealing with, where you have, you are in a very good place financially, but you do need to temper yourself. You do need to be very balanced, but you also need to, in your love situation, realize that you do need to allow yourself to move towards this person and to give of yourself. You could be also not wanting to take that step because this person is offering you all of this, but they seem to be holding on to themselves in their situations and where they're at. And when you see them, you can see them as somebody that you can have a future with them. They seem to be very loving, very organized, very prosperous as well. Things are very good for them. Everything seems to be very good on both sides. You both seem to be in very good places. And financially, things seem to be on the up and up for both of you. So like that's interesting and that's good. That's actually very good. So let's see, what more does Tarot have to say for you here, Aquarius? Temperance, Sagittarius energy again. So some of you could definitely be having a Sagittarius person, could also be having an Aries person. So you're dealing with a Sagittarius and an Aries person. Definitely some kind of commitment here, but there's a situation that has happened with some of you where you maybe, did you deny this person a love situation? Because this is definitely your soulmate, your twin flame relationship, but you are very tied to them. It's like your heart is tied to their heart, and you think of them often, and you think about how you can make this work for you and how this can happen, and you've put a lot of thought into that. They are thinking as well about, and you're also realizing that you need to be very balanced, Aquarius. And they are thinking about the future and being very strategic, because they thought that they would like to go it out alone, and they were planning something to be just alone. But they've got the Page of Pentacles twice in this reading, so there's definitely some young energy. There's some young energy, somebody who's very hardworking. They could have kids as well. But this relationship between you and them is really a soulmate connection. It could be somebody who's cross-culture, a different race group, a different religion, a different, just somebody who's very different from you. A very deep connection. There is a connection between the two of you, and you can feel this connection. But you have to also be very clear and set your boundaries. Make sure that you know where it is that you're going. Follow your intuition with the situation. Balance seems to be the common message that's coming through here. There has to be balance. You've got this Ten of Pentacles twice. So this can be a very prosperous relationship for both of you. Generational prosperity, happiness, growth. Something positive. Family, very, very, very intense. But you need to be very clear, and you need to allow balance to happen in your life, because Aquarius, this seems to be like this energy, the Sagittarius energy that's flowing now is like, really, even though it's such a loving, passionate energy, you need to remember, at this time, you need to allow balance to happen for you. You could be out of sync with yourself on certain levels, but you need to plan. You need to be plotting and planning, and they also planning. They're planning and, thinking. They're looking towards the future. They're always looking ahead. They're always looking at the future. And you want to look at now. So let's see what's going on. They're looking at the future. And you need to be mindful of this. They are planning for the future. Temple path. So you need to be creating a bit of balance within yourself, and know that you are divinely guided, Aquarius. Do some self-reflection. Go within yourself. They are very content where they are right now in their situation. It's almost as though they have this beautiful lifestyle, and they're very happy, and that contentment causes them to be stuck. They're stuck in a situation because they are stuck out of comfort. They don't need to be stuck. They can move on. They're thinking about it. They're thinking about moving towards you, but they need to speak their truth. They are quite brokenhearted. It's like a situation where, Aquarius, you could have just walked past them. This is some relationship, like I said, that's been an ongoing past relationship. That seems to be the theme for air signs today. You got these past relationships, and you need to speak the truth of your heart and allow yourself to manifest this love situation. They need to speak their truth as well, because they seem to be very broken-hearted about something, and they'd rather stay in their safe place than move towards you. This could be somebody who is also very financially well off. It's not even though it's a man holding a coin, it could be a very strong masculine energied person. We're not saying male or female, we're just saying strong person, but there's definitely some kind of envy in this situation. It's so strange. There's envy in this situation. Maybe there's a need for love. There's a need for balance. There's a need for emotional balance. There's a need for truth to come out between you and your person. There's a lot of things that are not being said. There's a lot of you not opening your hearts to love. You may be running away from love. They may be not speaking up about their grief. And you guys are not realizing it, but there could be some unnecessary envy in your space, and between you or around you. But you need to also be very mindful that this storm warning, you need to bring some love to yourself and realize that the storm can actually pass you by, or it doesn't need to stay in your life. But you need to be very mindful of yourself, Aquarius, and the decisions that you are making. Make sure you have all the information. Sometimes you're making decisions with rashness, with haste, and not getting all the information. Now, this is a time for you to realize that you can manifest your truth. You can manifest what it is that you need and want in your life. But you need to be very clear and very honest and face yourself and look into your heart. It's important, Aquarius, that you look into your heart and you allow this love situation to manifest itself for you. Okay, Aquarius. Interesting here, Aquarius. So, some of you are going through a very painful situation, and you need to allow some healing to happen in your life. There's been situations that have happened that have caused you a lot of pain and grief. You need to also heal. This is a relationship that needs healing. There's something that has happened that needs healing, because if you all can heal this relationship, whatever's happened in the past, this could be you and this person could have been together before. You all could have been lovers. You could have been friends. There's some kind of an attachment there. But there was something that has happened that caused your person pain and also caused you pain, because, Aquarius, you need to allow yourself to flow with healing energy, and you need to realize that, if you can allow this person and yourself to come together and find common ground, then you're going to see that this is a very wonderful relationship. And that beneath the surface of this relationship is an amazing bounty. It's not just about, even though this beautiful picture shows a casket of a box, what do you call these things? Just totally slipped my mind. Looks like a toy box to me, full of precious jewels and diamonds and gold and all kinds of stuff. So, you know what, it's what is important to you at the end of the day. You can have this relationship with this person with what is important to you, and you can find that. And even though you may feel like you don't know where you are right now and things are seeming so complicated, you are exactly where you need to be, Aquarius, and you need to trust this journey that you're on, and you need to take the steps towards your person instead of you know, just staying in your own little content bubble of, some of you could just be alone or getting involved in the wrong kind of relationships and being with the wrong kind of people when you know that there is the right kind of person there. So you need to look into your heart about what is your truth and where is it that you do need to be, Aquarius. Okay, let's draw a grounding card for you, Aquarius. This is very, it's this energy, for air energy. I'm like feeling this vibe where you guys are keeping a lot of secrets. You're holding things close to your heart. You're not wanting to share that. You're not letting it out. You're not wanting to confront things. You're not wanting to face things. You're not alone. Isolation. And this is what I was just saying, that you're not wanting to face things. You could be feeling very isolated. You could be feeling this lack of physical connection, lack of community. You could be missing that. You need to feel part of something. You are a humanitarian sign. You're a sign that loves to be social, even though most people say, Aquarius people always want to be alone. They want to be invited to the party, but they don't want to socialize with anybody. And as a fellow Aquarian, sometimes you don't want to be talking to everybody. You just want to be there, and you want to have the freedom of choice to communicate. But you need to realize that there are times when you need to get out of your self-isolation bubble and get involved with others and reach out and be part of this community, because you need that physical connection. This isolation is not working for you, and that's what you've been doing. You've been operating in isolation for the longest time, instead of realizing that, you need to be where you're supposed to be. So even though this card is, you are exactly where you need to be right now, this is where you need to be, but you also know this is where you're supposed to be. So don't allow yourself to stay stuck in isolation for too long. Allow yourself to open up. Even though this territory seems so new to you, you are so unfamiliar with everything that's going on, trust that inner instinct, allow that healing to happen, and you will uncover amazing treasures for yourself and know that you can be where you're supposed to be. So trust the journey, Aquarius, and reach out and be part of a community, be part of a love connection. Wow, Aquarius, I hope you guys have enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you guys again in about a week or two. So please take care and goodbye.